What is up, Gooder Gang? Welcome back to the show. Before we get started, you know what Ty's got to do. Let's roll it, Ty. Let's go, baby.
Hi, I'm Janice Smella from SmOAK from Canada, and you are watching the SmOAK and Gooder Show.
This is Derek Bernal with Heavy's Barbecue, where you can't beat Heavy's meat, and you are watching the SmOAK and Gooder Show.
Hey, what's up, Gooder Gang? I'm Curtis McBlain.
And I'm Andrew Stewart.
And we're the Mullet Shakers from Atkins, Texas.
And you're watching the SmOAK and Gooder Show.
All right. Good evening, Gooder Gang. Welcome to the show. You guys know what time it is. It's a little after 8 o'clock on a Wednesday, February 7th, 2024. I feel like it just ended 2022. And here we are in 2024. Welcome to the show. Thank you for checking us out. However you are checking us out. Some of you guys are checking us out on Facebook. Some of you guys are on YouTube. And I'm sure I got one or two people on Twitch. Welcome to the show. My name is Robert Rocha. I am your show host. And I am damn glad that you're here. Thank you very much. We'll get to the Gooder Gang in just a moment. I see Smoking Magic checking in. They got a big football game this weekend. Well, thank you for tuning in, guys. Sorry I had to miss last week. I was not feeling well. I actually got sick at the San Antonio Rodeo Stock Show and Rodeo Barbecue Cook-Off. And today is actually the first day that I am feeling almost pretty much 99%, not quite 100%. If I cough, I'm sorry. I still have a little bit of lingering deal, but I hear it's going around. and whatever it is, it's bad. I was laid out on Monday and tried to do the show last week. Max and Oscar were awesome. I was trying, hey, we're going to do the show. We're going to do the show. And then I had to push it back to Thursday. And then I just couldn't go Thursday. There was no way I could have done it. So they shout out to Max and Oscar. I'll introduce you to them here in just a moment, but they are Sons of SmOAK. I'm excited to have them on. They're first timers to the show. I always love having first timers, but they are 2-time world champions. That's right. They won the Smoking on the Rio 2023 last year, which is a world championship, which is coming up, oddly enough, coming up this weekend in Mercedes, Texas. And then last weekend, or a couple weekends ago, they won the San Antonio Stock Show and Rodeo. And if you listen to me, that is a world championship. I say it all the time. It's got all the vibe, all the feels, all the drama, all the anticipation, the stage, everything, and the international teams. You saw Jana Smella from SmOAK. She's from Canada. Mexico was there. Sweden was there. Puerto Rico was there. Hell, Texas was there. Omaha was there. All over this great country and world were represented. So that is a world championship. In my eyes, it's a Power 5. It's right up there with HLSR, the Jack. What else have we got? American Royal and Memphis in May. So, yes, we have a 2-time world champion coming on. Oscar and Max from Sons of SmOAK. They will be on in just a moment. But speaking of the San Antonio Stock Show and Rodeo, I got to cook alongside my barbecue homies, which is the Team Texas Original Charcoal. Shout out to Joey and Michelle Machado for having us out there. And my crew was Kevin Hernandez from My Pits Are Burning. We had Victor Garcia from Uncle Vic's. There it is right there, Texas Original Charcoal. Shout out to producer Ty doing his magic behind the scenes. And then we also had Hector Sinega from Lobo's Den Barbecue. And next to us was Eddie Morales from The Pit Father. Bobby Delgado was there. They all kicked ass. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to hold up my end of the bargain this year. So I am 2 for 3 at San Antonio, but no excuses. I just wasn't feeling myself. But shout out to my team. They kicked ass. We had a great time out there, and they all did a phenomenal job. I think we got 3 banners just in our crew alone. So loved it. San Antonio is a special contest, and we'll have the grand champions on in just a moment. All right. So what else we got? I got to give shout outs to the Gooder Gang here in just a moment. But while I was laid out sick, scrolling through the barbecue people on my Facebook feed, and I was seeing something about a gate, you couldn't get in or you couldn't leave a contest and whatnot. And gate happened. That was last week, where I guess people don't understand if you can't get in, if you sign over a contest and they say, hey, you can't leave until Sunday, you can't leave until Sunday. So, that's what's happened at at the Smoking on the Rio. If you sign up, you're going to be there through Sunday morning. So if you can't handle that, don't sign up for that. Another thing I saw this week was the Blanco Gate. I saw Meat Church introduced a new rub over on the Jimmy Fallon show. Shout out to Matt Pittman getting on the Jimmy Fallon show. That's pretty damn cool. But they introduced Blanco, and apparently it just had everybody in a tizzy down here because, of course, we all know about Blanco and Fred Robles and Rio Valley Meats as the OG. So, we had Gate and we had Blanco Gate, and lots going on in the barbecue world while I was down sick. But I'm happy to be back. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is the time where I do shout outs to the Gooder Gang. You guys, I say it all the time. Y'all are the best part of the I can't even read them all. You're going too quick there. You guys are the best part of this show. Shout out to Tony Tanache. What is up, Tony? I need to get you back on as a special co-host. You do make the show lighter and fun. So let's go. Who was first? Daddy Dutch checking in from the top spot. All right, Christian Contreras, my man. Let's go, Gooder Gang. If you're doing Smoking on the Reel, I will see you all there. All right, give some love to my man Christian if you guys see him out there. Larry Vaughn, afternoon from South Jersey. Carlos Calzada, sup, Hooded Gang. Team Rio Good Blanco. There it is right there. We're talking about it. The Dude Barbecue. What is up? The Dude. Serge, my man Serge. What is up? Serge, you had a wonderful picture online. If you guys aren't following Serge, look him up right there. There he is. Send him a friend request. He had some beautiful chicken thighs as a post there. God's Country Barbecue. AJ Garza was in his compound at the San Antonio Rodeo. You had to get you had to get frisked and anything just to get inside there. It was crazy. Josh Criddle, what is up? Guggen Barbecue, hello, how are you? Jared McCrory, my man, what is going on here? Eddie Morales, just mentioned you. Bobby, there they are right there. Brandon Perriman, what is up, yo, man? Yo, Gooder Gang. Smoking Magic, hello. I'm excited for y'all's game this weekend. I hope you guys are doing well. We'll give y'all some proper shout-outs here in a moment. Ricardo Nieto, what is going on? Carl Davis, that is Cast Iron Cookers, how are you? Michael Sistrunk, what is up, Gooder Gang? Bobby Ray Delgado, what is up, young man? Cesar Mejia, what is up? B&G, what's going on? Ashley, how are you? Hey, Gooder Gang. JM here for the tea. Yeah, there's a lot of tea going on right now. Kevin Hernandez, there he is. My pits are burning. Jen Lee, how are you, Jen? Guys, if you want to send in Rate My Box, we're bringing Rate My Box back. It's been a couple weeks, probably 3 weeks since we did it. I'd love to see your boxes. I know you guys have a few contests that maybe y'all need to send them in, but send them in right now. Robert Rocha on my Facebook personal page, and I will get them on the show. Jackie Milligan, how are you? She's here for the tea as well. What is going on here? Let's see. Ashley, who didn't come back from sick? No, I know. A lot of people did. Stephen Pfeiffer, what is up, my man? Thank God I'm back. Thank you very much. Mark Suarez, the Soul Snatcher. I got something really cool. We'll play that in just a moment. Nico still plays. What is going on? Hi, Oscar, mom and dad. All right. I like that. That is sweet. And let's go here. Nicho, I saw your name earlier. Stephen Peacock, Samantha Cherry. How are you doing, Samantha? Tony Tanacha, there it is. I'm calling this now. Rob's next cook-off. He's going to GC. What? All right, let's hope so. Say it louder. Let's see if that happens. Hector Cantu, what is going on? Border wall. There's more stuff going on. I hear Tucker Carlson's interviewing Vladimir Putin. What is going on, man? Well, you go sick for 1 week and all this is going on. This show is like a nice glass of warm milk in value. Asleep in 3-2. Wow. Rios Blanco will take you to church. Chris Goodman. Linda Baker, what is going on? We missed you. Thank you. Lady Blue Barbecue. Jorge Flores, this man won the RGC. He was the RGC at San Antonio. That's Choche. Well, is going on, my man. Congratulations. Need to get you on the show as well. Talk about your big day. What else we got? Aaron Stouffer, what is up? You were on? He was on Bill's show last night. What is going on, Aaron? I think, have you recovered yet, Aaron? I saw a little bit of some stuff that you guys were drinking. Tom Fuentes, Stupid Beer, David Cano, what's going on? El Barrio, Roy Austin. I'll tell you later, Barbecue. I love this. Ed Foster. All right, Kent, Daddy Dutch, checking in both ways. Fabian, what's going on? Thanks, Rhett. Josh Hale, my man. There he is. Sure Shot Barbecue checking in. Jacob Kennedy. And Aaron is still recovering. Yes. All right. Well, shout out to the Gooder Gang. Thank you very much, JJ. What is going on? How are you? Appreciate you guys. Like I said, all the time. You guys make this the show that it is, and I appreciate each and every one of you. All right. We've talked that. We've talked Gate. We've talked Blanco Gate. What else is going on? I don't know. I've been sick, so I don't really know what's going on right there. What's up, Louie? All right, Ty, let's play a quick sponsor spot before we get to our guest, and we'll get this show rolling. Here we go. Put him on the spot right there, but we're getting there. Shout out to the supportive and outstanding sponsors. Rectag, Smoking Magic, Cosmos Q Products, KNR Pipeline Services, Race Crew Drum Smokers, Barbecue 321 Podcast, Texas Oil Dust, LC Barbecue, Pinkerton Texas Pit Barbecue, Frisco Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads, War Pig Barbecue, Texas Chrome Heroes Foundation, Chicken Fried Barbecue Grind, Navy SEAL Danny Dietz Memorial Classic, Bull Printing Wraps and Graphics, Texas Original Charcoal Products, Got Your Six Culture, We Branded Promotions, and The Barbecue Store in Hempstead. Thank you for supporting the So Smoking Gooder Show. Yes, thank you so much, sponsors. Very much like Smoking Magic, like We Branded Promotions. the barbecue store. I saw Texas Oil Dust, LC Barbecue, Chicken Fried, Smoking Magic, Texas Original Charcoal. A lot of these guys you can find at the barbecue store in Hempstead. If Smoking Magic's not there, we need to make that happen already. Phil, what is going on? How are you? Alex, there he is. There's Alex checking in from Twitch. My man checking us in, holding us up over there in the young portion of the show, Twitch right there. That's where it's at. All right. Last order of business is the CBA World Championship. You can't read that. It's too bright, but that's what it says. CBA World Championships. That's going to be next weekend, February 16th and 17th. February 16th is a night of fire. Joey Machado is hosting a night of fire with Al Fragoni and Live Fire. I will be there as well, not cooking. I'll just be picking food off of whatever Al Fragoni is cooking, because that guy is amazing with some Live Fire. So I will be out there as well. Hope you guys are making plans to attend. There are banquet tickets that are still available. What's up, Los Gardos? Banquet tickets are still available. Of course, you need to register for the contest. It is a $50,000 contest that's being paid out next weekend. There it is right there. That is, again, next weekend in Seguin, Texas. It's still time to get in. We are announcing all the teams that are officially registered, and we're going to continue to do that. So make sure you get signed up. We hope to see you out there. There's still plenty of room to get in there. But man, $50K. We got a banquet. It's going to be at the Burnt Bean Barbecue Company. Ernest Cervantes, you guys know him very well. He's providing food for our banquet. Not only that, we're going to be celebrating all the teams that did so well last year. So it's a big celebration of barbecue. We hope you're going to be out there. I will be out there. Come say hello. Again, that's next weekend, the 16th and 17th in Seguin, Texas. That's the CBA World Championships. We hope we can see you there. Kevin Hernandez won it last year. Maybe, well, if Tony is right, I'm in line for it. But hopefully one of you guys out there watching will be a world champion next weekend and this weekend in Smoking on the Rio. So a couple world championships. All right. All righty. Yes, please. We'd love to be more available. Yes, we need to have Smoking Magic in there. What's up, Bree? How are you guys? All right. And let's get in. And I'm going to tease something. Mark Suarez from Rolling Smoke Productions and Roy Austin from Dispatch Tree have come up with a really cool spot for all of us to have some fun. It's called Chicken Bark. You can find it. They just announced their page on Facebook. It's Chicken Bark. And they did some videos out at the San Antonio Rodeo. I know they've interviewed myself, Josh Hale. They did Eddie Morales, Fred Robles. They did a bunch of them. But they're going to introduce their first video. I'm going to tease it because I'm going to show it a little later. And it was featuring yours truly. So we'll have that video up here in just a moment. But Mark's in the comments. I know Roy's in the comments. So did Meat Church get invited? Yeah, Meat Church is invited. Come on, man. Everybody's invited. Get them out. If you listen to my voice, we want you to sign up and come out and celebrate CBA barbecue with us. All right. I told him 8:15 is 8:19. Let's get them on right now. We're talking about the two-time world champions, Max and Oscar from Sons of Smoke. Welcome to the show. They are first-timers to the show. It's been a long time coming. Congratulations on your success, my man, my boys. And how are you guys doing tonight? And introduce yourself. First off, this is that time. First timers always have to introduce themselves. Let us know where you're from and whatnot, please.
Well, my name is Oscar Garcia. How's everybody doing tonight? I'm from Alice, Texas, born and raised.
Max Campuzano, I was born in Mexico, but raised in Elgin, Texas, sausage capital of Texas. Now living here in the Rio Grande Valley. Yes, sir.
All right. Alice, Texas. I'm familiar with that. That's near Mathis, right?
It's kind of between Bembolt and Agua Dulce. A little bit further south.
A little further south.
Yeah.
Not the valley, though, right? Not the valley?
Not the valley. That's out of the checkpoint.
Outside of the checkpoint. I famously, or I don't know, infamously say anything south of Buc-ee's and Wharton is the valley, just to get under Roddy Trevino's skin. But no, you guys are not in the valley, but close to it, man. Well, congratulations on your success, man. This has been fun to watch. Last year, I was at Smoking on the Rio, and you guys won that event. That was the first time they called it a world championship. So you guys are a world champion from Smoking on the Rio. before we get into San Antonio, let's talk about that event. What that is a big time event down in Mercedes, Texas. That is definitely the Valley, beyond the checkpoint. Talk about that event and what it means to South Texas, because that's a long standing contest, and it's just kind of getting the love that it deserves right now.
Yeah, it's a pretty darn big cook-off, especially for down here in the Valley. We all get together and compete, it's bringing a big family together, pretty much all it is, and it brings a lot of attention to us. We do get a lot of teams down here from outside of the Valley, and that's what's great, right? It's bringing attention to the Valley, and it's letting everybody know that we're down here in the Valley, and we can cook too, right? And it's definitely a challenging cook-off. It's I know we've missed several times until recently, obviously, but it's a great cook-off. It's great for the Valley, great for the people down here, great for the families. It's just an awesome cook-off, man.
Yeah, apparently some guys are saying they can't hear, so maybe I don't know if you can speak up or get closer to the camera or whatnot, but whatever it may be. Oscar, we can hear you pretty clearly. I don't know if you guys are on the same pod or what, but it's working. But we did get, I heard what you were saying, but not dial up, Tony. They're not a dial up, but yeah, we can hear. We can get you going. All right, so Sons of Smoke, man. Let's talk about your origins. When did y'all begin this thing, and how did that come about?
Man, I would say back in 2012, we did where I work. We have a local cook-off, and it's through a school district, and it was a Crime Stoppers event. And man, we said, what the hell, man? Let's just try it out. And we went ahead and did that cook-off, and we did pretty well. We were hitting here, hitting there, and that was back in 2012. So after 2012, Sons of Smoke started entering a small 2014. We hit some IBCA events down here, and we, hit low, because we're going in there, we're just fresh. We didn't know much about recipes, much about, the correct smoke, and we learned through hard knocks pretty much, and we got some low calls, and we just continued. Hey, let's do another one. Okay, we got the bug. Let's do another one. And man, y'all know how it is, man. You get hooked on it, and man, our wives, our families really supported us to this day. So we're very grateful to our families and their support, because cook-offs, you take off on Fridays. You come back dead tired Saturday night, and I mean, it's just an awesome deal. And from there, we just kept on doing it. Meeting a lot of barbecue family down here in the Valley. And one thing about a barbecue family, man, it's so tight knit down here in the Valley. Getting a golden nugget here, golden nugget there from the people we meet, man, and that really helped us out a whole bunch. And the Valley's full of fantastic cooks, man. The Valley is just awesome.
Man, I used to be scared to go down there because every time I went down there, south of Buc-ee's, I felt like I got my ass whooped down there because, man, there are a lot of talented cooks. Arnie Segovia's from there, Fred from there. I just remember, being at Matias's Beeville, his first event, seeing a lot of teams that just people that I'd known about and whatnot that are very successful at the time. It's definitely a great region for barbecue, especially Texas barbecue, man. A lot of solid teams out there come down out of that region, and it is for you guys to catch your chops in that region. My goodness, it's made you the cooks that you are today. Who were some of your influences from that area that you remember back in 2012 and maybe helped you along the way?
Well, some of the ones we met at the beginning.
That's working, guys. By the way, what y'all are doing there, that's working.
Sorry for the technical difficulties, man. But
you're fine.
So, in 2014, on our first cook-off there in Granjeno, Texas, it was about 36 teams, and that's when we heard the name Fred Robles, EJ De Leon, Chillin' and Grillin', and a few other ones, right? And those couple teams that we hear about were always walking, at every other cook-off. So some of the guys that we kind of looked up to, I know our buddies Chilling and Grilling, Mario Benavides, Eddie Celedon, those guys have been very helpful getting us started. As well as, hearing the name Fred Robles, meeting him, some of the guys from out of town as well, Danny Luera, those guys, man. So, we tip our hats off to them. Those are cool cats, man. They're willing to share the information.
Yeah, for sure. And so 2014, I guess y'all really started getting into this thing and talk about, back then, a lot of teams, I heard Oscar say y'all learned from the, School of Hard Knocks. There weren't a lot of classes back then. People were kind of close to the vest out there. I don't know how it was down in y'all's region, but here in the Houston area, people don't share a whole lot. Back then, it's changed quite a bit now with the, influx of classes and whatnot and what you can find on YouTube and all of that. But talk about the hard knock stuff, man, and kind of cutting your chops and winning and losing and kind of having some success, having some downfalls. That's a tough time, man, for a cook, especially if you're not winning more than you're losing, because you can get discouraged doing this.
You can get discouraged pretty quick. Man, I'll give you one little story. We went into Elgin Fire Department cook-off. Man, it might have been 2013. We didn't know what the heck we were doing anyway, that it was even called cook-off. And, man, we trimmed the brisket the night before. We reddened it down the fat and re-injected it hot into the brisket. That didn't quite fare out so well, But no, man, we've never taken a class on this. What we would do is kept what we liked. If we were to get a call, let's just say like a 10th place or maybe a final table, kept what we liked and changed what we didn't, and just did that until we started getting consistent. But as far as we know, we've been pretty blessed on the barbecue circuit. We've always been hitting. We're one of those teams that would kind of mess up the point system for other guys who are really trying to get GC and RGC. We'll go in there and kind of sneak up behind them. And then, the year right before COVID is really when we're getting pretty damn good. Oscar had like eight or nine cook-offs where he hit like 8 first place briskets. And since then we've been pretty blessed, man. So, but we kept consistent. We kept, maybe asking a couple questions here and there. Hey, what do you think? What do you think? What would you change? And, asking everybody. And, some of them may be honest opinions, some of them not, man. That's okay. Right.
Yeah.
And, but no, man, that's what led us to where we're at right now. But, we're flying high right now. We're very blessed and very appreciative of all the opportunities we've been given here pretty recently.
I would say you definitely are flying high right now. Like I mentioned, y'all are world champions coming off the Smoking on the Rio from last year. Oddly enough, we're talking now, and that's coming up this weekend, right? Smoking on the Rio is coming up this weekend. Before we talk about the big San Antonio success that you guys just came off of, let's look forward to this weekend and Smoking on the Rio. I don't know how many teams they've got lined up right now, but it's always a big contest. It's always a big kind of showcase for the Valley as far as having a big contest down in the Valley. I know Fred's in the comments right now. It's a big feather in the CBA's hat to have this contest down there. But what does that contest mean to you guys after coming off a big win? And what kind of success are you hoping for? Obviously, you want to back it, but what are you seeing and what are you hearing that how many teams are going to be out there and whatnot? And what's the scene like out there for some people that have never been, south of, that's far south? I mean, it's about as far south as you can get as far as a barbecue contest.
That's you.
Oh, well, man, we're hoping we're going to go into the contest, just doing what we normally do. And I mean, sometimes it's the luck of the draw, but we're going to go in there, with high faith and just, get our best cook going for this weekend and, pray for the best. That's all we can do is cook what we cook and just be consistent with our cook.
EJ's checking in. 190 teams are coming down.
Nice.
All right.
That's awesome.
We pray. We hope for the best. 2 back-to-back Smoking in the Reels now would be freaking awesome. So that would be pretty cool.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right. Well, let's talk about last weekend, man, or a couple weekends ago now. Feels like last weekend to me, but yeah, San Antonio Rodeo. That is to me. I don't know if you heard me earlier, but that is to me it is has all the feels of a world championship. I say it all the time now on this show. I've been saying it for a couple of years now. This one to me has all the feels, all the vibes, everything you need to be a world championship. San Antonio Rodeo, Stock Show and Rodeo provides. You know, they've got the big stage, right? Yeah. They've got the international teams. They've got some. It is the toughest contest, in my opinion, to win. There's 300. I think they had 337 teams last weekend, and these aren't not all. I don't know if you guys have ever cooked Houston. Houston is also a special contest, but it's hard to get into Houston. A lot of these teams are legacy teams. A lot of these guys have been there doing it for a long, long time, and they're not the same caliber as competition cooks that you guys compete with week in and week out. So to me, San Antonio is that type of caliber contest to where there are tons, there's 337 teams and there's probably 290 competition head cooks that are out there competing and trying to win this thing. So for you guys to go out there and have that kind of success, to follow it up from Smoking on the Rio last year to, almost a year later, to go out there and win that one, man, that is special. That is amazing. And hats off to you guys. All the love to you guys for that, because everybody wants to win. If I want to win a contest, that's the one I want to win, is San Antonio Rodeo, Stock Show and Rodeo. And you guys out there went out there and did it.
Yeah. No, our company, Texas First Rentals, that's the company I work for. They've been a part of that cook-off for so many years already. And I think this is our third year that as cooks, we get invited. I know Hector was there out there first, Hector Cantu, and then we came in last year, and we got a couple flags, and in that cook-off, if you get a black and gold banner, I mean that's a lot, man.
Special,
yeah, it's a special thing. And for us to walk with two of them last year.
What's up, Ace?
Yes, sir. And then this year, obviously, we hit Friday night again, on the jackpot entries, and then Saturday, I mean, obviously that's a special thing. I mean, it was very, biting your nails, once it started calling that, after the rib calls and stuff, the briskets came up, and man, we're hey man, if this guy hits, then we got to hit this. If that guy hits, man, we got to hit this. And that's kind of how it went. And, we're very blessed to be given that opportunity. We had a lot of people invited to that event, as far as customers and coworkers and things like that. And, but we were focused. Nothing went wrong that day apparently, and we're very blessed to be among all those guys there. I mean, Fred Robles, Chicken Fried, LC Barbecue. I mean, everybody was there, man, and to get those two calls was just, man, it's just out of nowhere. Very blessed, and we're still on cloud nine.
Well, the last show that we had on here before I got sick was prior to the San Antonio Stock Show and Rodeo. We had Aaron Leslie, who RGC'd the year before, and we had Bill Purvis, who GC'd that year before. And we were talking about how difficult it is to produce food and go through the gauntlet of 5 rounds, right? So there's 5 rounds, so that many teams out there, so many tables and different rounds to go through that. It's amazing to get one call, but for you guys to go and follow that up to get I looked at it recently, you got a rib and a brisket call. Is that correct?
Yeah, we got a second place rib call and a fourth place brisket. You try to select the best you can as far as meats are concerned, and then you cook what you know. I mean, you can't worry about what other people think, and I mean, sometimes you're not even cooking for what you like. I mean, you gotta take what the judges give you in some of those past contests and make your adjustments and just cook your heart out, man. That's it.
I keep
hope for the best.
Yeah. So let's talk about some adjustments, like you mentioned. Do you guys change going from region to region? Like you guys are down in the valley for the most part. Y'all cook down there, and that's not true. You guys travel. I've seen you guys all over the place. But to go to San Antonio, was there anything that y'all maybe possibly talked about ahead of time that y'all wanted to change up? Or is this something you just, cook what you know, do what you do?
Man, normally we don't change anything. If it's working, we keep it going. But I know this past time, we changed the ribs. We changed an injection on the ribs. So I mean, we were just looking for a different flavor, and just you trying to see if we can, we kind of took a chance on it, and we weren't too sure about it. We tried it at a previous cook-off down here. I think it was Smoke Fest, and we got a call, man, on that one. So screw it, man. Let's go and try it at Rodeo, and bam, man, that rib got a second place rib. Brisket, man, brisket. That's been the same. Shoot, man, since 21 on the COVID time when it started hitting. And man, chicken, chicken is chicken. Chicken's a hit or miss sometimes. Get a call here, high call here, next cook off, don't get a call. So I mean, when it comes to chicken, I think that one's all about temperature, internal temperature, trying to get it done exactly the same every single time.
Yeah.
But chicken, that's, I'm sure it's everybody else's weakest meat. Most everybody.
Except for chicken fried.
Except for chicken fried.
Except for chicken fried.
Except for chicken fried.
If you're going to call yourself chicken fried.
Everything the same. Yeah, we keep everything the same.
Yeah, so let's talk about some CBA stuff. Are y'all going to be going to the CBA World Championships in Seguin?
No, that's
why not? What's going on there? Come on, we need you to have that there, man.
That's after Smoking on the Rio, right?
That's next weekend after Smoking on the Rio. We'd love to have you out there, but so I know you guys cook some CBAs. Obviously, you're doing it this weekend. What do you are you more of a, let's talk a little technique? I don't want to get into too much of what you guys do, but let's talk about chicken halves versus pieces. Are you guys still sticking with what and then the halves, or have you ventured out a little bit and done some thighs?
Man, when it comes to chicken, it's been the same halves. I intended to practice this weekend to do thighs, but it didn't happen. So man, we're going to keep it the same. We're going to keep doing chicken halves. So hopefully that's in the planning. We need to venture out into the chicken thighs and see what we can do with that. Because hey man, if you're different and it tastes great, you never know.
Yeah, I don't know. I used to say halves are still king here in Texas, but man, a lot of teams like Bill are doing well with thighs, and so I don't know if that's the trend right now, thighs, versus, people are throwing in thighs or legs and wings and doing all kinds of different things with chicken. I don't know. I still feel like halves are what people are still cooking and used to and winning still at this point. But hey, you never know right now. So if it's something that you want to change up a little bit, that's something that you can kind of do a little minor change. Obviously, the flavor profile is still the same or whatnot, but yeah. So you mentioned you guys decided to change up the ribs for San Antonio. Would you guys consider your rib a sweeter rib or more of like a savory rib? Because that's a big question that a lot of competition cooks kind of struggle with. Do we go sweet or do we put a little saltiness to it, a little savory to it?
Well, man, I would say it's right in between, to be honest with you, because sometimes it'll be a little sweeter than other times, and this time we wanted a little bit more of a pop, something that'll blend a little bit more with that sauce that we have that's been, killer for us. Whether it's on our ribs or whether it's on our pork, right? And so that injection that Oscar came up with, it's not your commercial blend. It's something he came up with, and he's a genius when it comes to that kind of stuff. And it hit, man. You can tell some of the guys tried it and like, man, this is something, man. And lo and behold, it hit, right? So right now it's a little bit of both. Our sauce is a little bit sweet, but with that injection, with the rubs that we put on there, it's really a great mix, man.
Sergio's asking what sauce. That's on the that's a Tuesday night show apparently where they give up all the secrets over there. Especially, I don't know if Aaron's still watching. Aaron had a good night last night. These guys are legit. They absolutely are, Hector. These guys know what they're doing. Like I mentioned, 2-time world champions. How do you feel about what I said about San Antonio? You guys were there. What does that feel like to you guys?
Just as you said, it's a big ass cook off, man. It's the largest one in the state of Texas, and
second largest in the world sanctioned contest.
Yeah, everybody looks forward to getting an opportunity to go, right? As I mentioned, shout out to Texas First Rentals for giving us the opportunity. Also, it'd be kind of tough to get in, right? You got to know somebody nowadays and to get in there. And we were blessed to be given the opportunity. And I mean, for anybody to go there and get a banner is it's just awesome, man. And to win it again, that's just that's a cherry on top, man.
It's amazing to me what you guys did, following that up, smoking on the Rio, to following that up with the San Antonio rodeo. Those black banners are impressive. They're right in front of you guys, and I'm sure it still hadn't sunk in a little bit, seeing that big one in the middle that says Grand Champion. But that's pretty amazing, man. You guys are a testament to barbecue, man. Like you said, you came from the school of hard knocks. You guys, you haven't taken a class. You guys are just kind of doing what you're doing and learning each contest, man. I'm sure each contest you learn something new about what you're still going at. But have y'all dialed in? Do you guys feel like you have 3 or 4 like set recipes that are proven winners, or are you still kind of figuring things out and just maybe get lucky any given Saturday, right?
Yeah, I think we have 3 good recipes. Chicken's good too, man, but chicken is the weakest, like I mentioned before. So we got some good recipes set up. Going back on your previous question, man, I just want to say that man, that night when they were calling out awards, calling out places, it was for us, it was a very special night because, man, we had the entire, like all of the Valley Cooks, they were just surrounded. We're completely surrounded by these guys. We're right in the middle of everybody. Man, they're just hugging on us, just, rooting for us. Man, we have such a tight-knit barbecue family down here. Shout out to all the guys that were there that shared that moment with us. That made it super, super special for us, man. And the crazy part was, man, anybody or everybody with AT&T, I don't know if anybody else had that problem. AT&T, man, we got the awards, we got the places and everything, and we're trying to call out, man. The AT&T was completely down, so we couldn't share any of our glory with our family and our friends, man. So that was crazy.
You're calling out AT&T. They suck.
It was crazy,
apparently, but how cool was that? I mean, I got a video from the event, but I saw it was real similar to something you heard already posted. But man, what a cool experience for you guys, man, and it's something to build on. It's something to continue on. So what are some of the goals that you guys have for you guys now? Because win it, a couple times, like I said, 2-time world champion in my eyes. What are some of the goals that you still have set for you guys? Something like, have y'all been to the Royal? Have y'all been some of those other bigger contests?
No, we haven't, man. And first, as every sports guy kind of says, you got to look at what's coming up ahead. And obviously, to go back to back at Smoking on the Rio will be the first thing to do, right? And obviously that's going to be a hell of a time to do because everybody's so good that goes there, right? But with that opportunity winning San Antonio, obviously it opens doors for a lot of the cook-offs. So obviously the Houston Rodeo would be nice to go to. I think that's going to be next year, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. We got Austin coming up at the beginning of March, so we're definitely going to go to that. And then obviously the American Royal would be nice to go to. We have some great support system and team behind us. Our families, first and foremost, our wives, for allowing us to do all this. Obviously, shout out to them, Dina and Diana, to our apparel sponsor, Fabian and 7 Day Addiction, who makes our caps and shirts, our walk-up shirts, things like that. And then we found out, which is kind of special to me and Oscar, is, as I mentioned, Texas First Rentals, they're going to support us in this adventure, right? So we got a family that supports us anywhere we go, man, and we're gonna partake and allow people to come with us that would that are close to us, obviously, and it's gonna be special. So we'll start with all that first, right? That's what we see in the near future, at least.
That's awesome. So what for people that don't know, I'm not 100% sure what benefits you get from winning the San Antonio Rodeo. You mentioned, I know you get to go to Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. You mentioned Austin Rodeo. What are some of the perks that come along with winning something like that?
So obviously the money is a big deal, right? But so the cook-offs that we were invited to, was Austin, was one in Concan. I think I forgot the name of that one.
All on the Frio, maybe? I don't know.
Oh man, I forgot what it's called.
Don't worry about it.
Neil's Lodge. Neil's Lodge.
Oh, Neil's Lodge. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Neil's Lodge, Austin Barbecue, the American Royal, and then obviously that entry, that lottery entry for the Jack, as well.
That's awesome. So the American Royal, is that a Champions Road type deal? I don't know that they do that.
Man, I don't think so.
Okay,
I don't think it is, but at least we'll get an opportunity to go. Yeah.
You should compete. You should compete for Party of the Year at the Royal.
Yeah.
I will not be doing that. But let me give some shout outs to some people that I saw that are just popping in right now. Tony Tanache, number one. Sergio, what is going on? Hector Cantu. I love this guy. This guy, he's a big supporter of you guys as well. Him and Vincent are amazing guys. Aaron, Jorge Flores, like I mentioned, RGC. Right there. Chicken Fries checking in. What's going on? Louis Gonzalez, Alonso Cantu. I'll be saying your name a little later in the show for something that he did just recently. Aaron Gonzalez, what's going on? Madwood, what is going on? And of course, we got Ernie checking in. What's going on? That must be a friend of yours, Max. What's up, dude? I'll see you in smoking. Vince, who? Yeah, come on. After I got a call at San Antonio Rodeo last year, or actually it was a couple of years ago now, I went to Hector's RV and we tore up some Doritos, and now he mentions it to me every time. So those are some great people, man. And a little later in the show, I want you guys, I don't know how much you watch the show or not, but we do what we call the Mount Rushmore. Shout out to Jared McCrory from Barefoot Cookers. He said, hey, I'd like to hear some of these guys' influences, right? Some people that maybe helped them along the way, influenced their barbecue journey, just people that they want to put up on this Mount Rushmore. I'd love to hear Sons of Smoke's Mount Rushmore, which is a 4-person, the Mount Rushmore, right? So maybe these are people that have inspired you or helped you along the way, or somehow you want to put up on this barbecue journey, Mount Rushmore. And then we also put one in the gift shop down below, right? So you can put 5, but the 4 go on top, and then you got one in the gift shop, and then we do the hashtag barbecue homies. So we're going to touch on that here in just a moment, but I'm going to put you down just for a little bit to while we do the bull printing wraps and graphics wrap up recap, give you some time to think about it. And we're not done yet. I got some more questions for you, and then we're gonna do the upcoming event segment. Okay. And then we'll come back to you guys. So you have a few minutes to, as Bill says, kick the tires and take a quick break. But we'll come back to you guys, and I got a couple more questions. But I do want to hear you guys Mount Rushmore and your barbecue homies. All right. So thank you very much so far. It's been awesome getting to know you guys and getting to meet you. All right. Ty is on it right now. If we can get the judge 1, 2, 3 Mount Rushmore. Yeah. Ty, do you want to put up the bull printing wraps and graphics wrap up recap? And we'll get on that one. It's in the present. What's up, Stephen Foster, Tony Tanache, Fabian, and Ronnie? This guy, a legend right there. Ronnie checking in. What's up, man? How are you? Malcolm Kitchen, what's going on?
No, they're not on my side.
Okay. Oh, I got them right here. Okay. We're going to do the bull printing wraps and graphics wrap-up recap. If Ty can play some music, here we go. In the Champions Barbecue Alliance, we had I'm going to do 2 weekends. I'm not sure how many weekends ago this was. But like I said, I was sick last week, so I missed a week. But we got the PDAP, Courage to Change, Cook-Off, Grand Champion, Mario Benavides from Chillin' and Grillin'. The RGC was Manuel Bazan from Lonely Bones Barbecue. And at the Humble Rodeo Barbecue Cook-Off, this is my favorite time of barbecue season right now. We're talking rodeo season. We just had Humble, San Antonio. HLSR is coming up in 2 weeks. Austin Rodeo, a lot of these. Smoking on a Rio, I've said it before, it feels like a rodeo cook-off. This is rodeo season, people. In the Humble Rodeo Barbecue Cook-Off, Grand Champion was Ed Foster from Nine Finger Q. Congratulations, Ed. The RGC was Robert Smith. And I'm going to play his music, or not his music, but his.
It's the what?
So Smoking Gooder Show.
It is the So Smoking Gooder Show. All right.
Are you ready? You can handle this? There we go. 3.
I'm First Class Barbecue Robert Smith, and you're watching the So Smoker Gooder Show.
You said it wrong, dummy. Do it again.
So Smoking Gooder Show.
One more time.
So Smoking Gooder Show.
All right. Having a little issues right here. 1 second, Ty. Find out. There we go. There we go. All right. Shout out to Robert Smith for the RGC. And over in the IBCA, the War Pig Winter Battle, Mr. Dennis Butterworth put on a fine event over in the IBCA for the War Pig Winter Battle. The grand champion was Carlos Guerra from Smoking Dirty. The RGC was my good buddy Louis Gonzalez from DD Barbecue and BTB. I think that had something to do with his son doing something like that. But congratulations to Louis Gonzalez and Carlos. They were the GC and the RGC. The Veronica Rocha, no relation. Scholarship Barbecue Cook-Off. Grand champion, there he is right there. Alonzo Cantu from Gulf Coast Smoke. What's up, Alonzo? Congratulations. The RGC Randall Kendrick, Hideaway Ranch Cookers. Congratulations. As a GC, Alonzo, RGC Randall. Over in the Lone Star Barbecue Society, again, 2 weeks ago, or a couple weekends ago, San Antonio Stock Show and Rodeo Barbecue Cook-Off grand champion was Max and Oscar, who are on the show tonight, Sons of Smoke. And the RGC was Jorge Flores. There he is right there. CSM Cookers. He's in the comments tonight. Congratulations. The Santa Ana Cooker of the Year. This was a Lone Star event last weekend. Grand champion Tim Kirkendall from Renegade Barbecue. We're not going to play it again. But the RGC was Robert Smith. First Class Barbecue. Shout out to Robert Smith. He will be our guest next weekend, just ahead of the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo Barbecue Cook-Off. I'm going to reach out to the GC of the CBA World Championships as well. But for sure, we have Robert Smith from First Class Barbecue booked for next week. He is going to be back on the show. Famously said, put it in a box. If you're going to put it in a box, put it in a box. We're going to have Robert Smith back on the show. Over in the KCBS, we had the SJV Winter Rub. There it is right there. Grand champion was Man Meat Barbecue, Aaron Stouffer. He's still in the comments, hopefully. RGC was Score 1 Smoking. And Lakeland Pig Fest, grand champion Rooters and Tutors. The RGC was Ham Squad. All righty then. That was the Bull Printing Wraps and Graphics wrap-up recap, sponsored by Bull Printing Wraps and Graphics. If you guys need any signs, banners, wraps, whatever it may be, hit up Cheeto, my good friend Cheeto, over at Bull Printing Wraps and Graphics. All right, we're going to do the next one, which is the upcoming events segment, sponsored by the Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads. We got a few upcoming events this weekend, like we mentioned, Smoking on the Rio in Mercedes, Texas. That is a state championship. That is a world championship, by the way. And of course, we have another one, CBA World Championships, next weekend in Seguin, Texas. Again, 16th and 17th. Make sure you register. You can go to cbabarbecue.com and register for that event. Both of those are states. You can get in on that. Over in the IBCA, we had the Victoria Livestock Show Barbecue Cook-Off in Victoria, Texas. Also a state championship. So if you guys are looking for chips for the Jack, you know where to go. You know where to go right there. Nothing in Lone Star. And we've got this weekend in Outlaw. Pew, 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 pew. There. In Outlaw, we got the Thomas Fowler American Legion Post 169. That is in Wichita Falls, Texas. That is also a state championship. And that is, let's see what we got. That's it. That's all we got right there. And that is the Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads upcoming events segment. All right, guys, like I mentioned, we're going to do the Rate My Box here momentarily. If you have not sent in, let me check. Let me check and see what we got real quick. Hopefully you guys are sending in some boxes, because it looks like we have First Class. Such a good dude. Good to see you, Rob. What's up, Ronnie? Thank you very much. Yes. All right, we've got some Rate My Boxes that have been sent in, and we will post those here in just a moment. All right, I teased one thing before we get Max and Oscar back on. I teased a thing that Roy Austin from Dispatch Tree and Mark Suarez from Roll Smoke Productions, they've come up with something fun for us barbecue competitors, whatever, barbecue enthusiasts to go, and it's called Chicken Bark. You can find it on Facebook. It's a website for memes and oh my gosh, what was it? Memes, thoughts, and something else. You can go check it out on Facebook right now, but I'm going to share a video. Mark, put it in there. What was it? Memes and something else. I can't remember just yet. Chicken Bark. Yeah, I got that. Mark's in the comments right now. I'm sure Roy's in the comments right now, but they are going to be going around. You're going to see them at contests. You already see them. They're phenomenal photographers, and they go out there and they share their craft with everybody. And you guys have seen Mark's Pitmaster profile pics and whatnot, and curiosity, means, gifts, and curiosities. There it is right there. They share their love for barbecue through their art, which is photography and videography. They're amazing. Mark was the one that coined the thousands of people watching when there are 70, whatever it is we have tonight, 75,000 people watching tonight. That was Mark Suarez. And Roy is another partner of his that is coming on. Mark's going to be at Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. He's going to be at the Seguin CBA World Championship. So if you see him and he wants to put a microphone and a camera in your face, do it. It's for fun. And I'm going to show you, I'm going to play a video that he's doing right now that kind of gives you a little insight on what's coming up for Chicken Bark. Here we go. I'm going to play it right now.
All right, we are back with another edition of Truth Master, our Pitmaster interviews.
Truth.
Today we have
Robert Rocha with Bullhorn Barbecue and the So Smoking Gooder Show.
All right, celebrity, y'all. This is celebrity. And who are you cooking with today?
I'm cooking with Team Texas Original Charcoal. Shout out to Joe Machado for having me out here.
All right, man. Hey, good luck.
Thank you.
What is your guilty pleasure?
Oh man, my guilty pleasure is just not being bothered, lounging around. That's it. That's my guilty pleasure. Just leave me alone.
All right.
Yes.
What is one of your cooking pet peeves?
If someone's going to say we're in it together, then be there. You know, don't half-ass it if you're going to help. That's my cooking pet peeve.
All right. Not head cooks. We're talking to you. Okay. Weirdest thing you've ever eaten?
I've had, I don't even know what it's called anymore, but it was slimy and it was nasty, and I won't have it again if I hear the name. I don't even know what it's called. It was an exotic dish.
Sounds terrible.
It was.
Who is a messier person, you or your significant other?
Oh, definitely me.
All right. Who is your celebrity crush?
Oh, Kate Beckinsale.
Nice. Good answer. Okay. Rapid fire, y'all. Hot Wheels or Matchbox?
Hot Wheels.
Mountains or beach?
Mountains.
Dog or cat?
Fucking dogs all day long.
Noise or silence?
Silence.
Chevy or Ford?
Chevy.
Salty or sweet?
Sweet.
Samsung or iPhone?
Samsung, baby.
Pepsi or Coke?
Coke.
McDonald's or Wendy's?
McDonald's.
Jessica Rabbit or Babs Bunny?
Jessica Rabbit.
Thanks, Rob. Appreciate you playing.
All right,
Rob, you're muted.
I just noticed that. I am muted. But shout out to Roy Austin from Dispatch Tree and Mark Suarez from Roll Smoke Productions. I can already tell this is going to be a fun outlet for our competition barbecue guys. And it's going to add some more information, right? So, I don't know if you guys, I don't know why I thought so hard about Jessica Rabbit and Bags Bunny, but apparently it made me think a little bit. And why I chose Chevy, no idea. I've never owned a Chevy. I've owned Fords. So we'll see. We'll see. I think it's fun. So shout out to those guys. You can find that again on Facebook. It's called Chicken Bark, CHICKN BARK. And if you're putting some bark on your chicken, I don't know how that's working out for you. Yeah, the shorts. I Yeah, I looked a little top heavy in there, but working on that. I'm working on that. All right, let's bring back our guest of the evening. We're talking with Max and Oscar from Sons of SmOAK. What did you guys think of that video that Mark and Roy have put together?
that was pretty good, man. I had to get caught up with him right around the corner. All those tough questions, dude.
Yeah, they will be at the they'll be in. I don't know if they're going to be in Smoking on the Rio, but I know they will be at the Seguin CBA World Championships, and they will be at Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo with Dennis Butterworth over at War Pig Barbecue Tent. I know they'll be out there. So if you see them,
stay away.
No, I think of a little top heavy. Yes. Yeah, if you see them, make sure you stop and participate, man. I think it's fun. It's awesome. And we get to learn a little bit, a little more insight of everybody. And yeah. Are you dog or cat guys?
Dog.
Dog, man. I can't stand cats.
Can't stand. Sorry, I got my little cough here. All right. So we mentioned earlier before what I wanted to talk to you guys about, which is the Mount Rushmore, man. I think a Mount Rushmore is adds a little more insight into you guys as far as, people that have inspired you or helped you along the way, people that you've looked up to or maybe helped you on your barbecue journey. But let's hear. I think Ty's got some music or some. There it is right here. Here we go. Cat people aren't my people. Oh, cat people are not my people.
There you go. I'm done
Eddie
with that.
said, "Fuck cat." I know Eddie has a video. I'm curious to see Eddie's video. I can't wait to see the Pit Father. Already, what's up, Tuna? My boy Tuna checking in. I will be representing Half-Fast Cookers again this year at Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. I can't wait. I'm excited about it. This is going to be my second year to represent Half-Fast Cookers, and thank you to Tuna and his team over there. Can't wait to do that. And we're going to have a big time party. We talk about Dennis's party, but man, my boy Tuna and the team over at Half-Fast Cookers provide an amazing party as well with some amazing entertainment. So if you guys are out there, hit me up. Not saying I can get you in all the time, but we are on a corner and we can hear all the music and see everything there is to off-road there. What's up, Tim? All right. Heard there were some cat lovers. Yeah. There we go. All right. So you guys had a little time to think about this, the Mount Rushmore, the barbecue Mount Rushmore. I'm going to let you guys take it over. And, again, these are people that have helped you along the way or maybe inspired you or whatever it is. It doesn't matter. And you can put one in the gift shop. It didn't quite make the mountain, but it's in the gift shop.
Yeah. Well, when we first started, like as I mentioned, maybe around 2015, Chillin' and Grillin', Mario Benavides and Eddie Celedon with Chillin' and Grillin', they kind of took us under the wing there for a little bit, kind of giving us some pointers and hey, what they thought we should probably do a little bit different, man. So those guys are a solid team, man. They've got a lot of GCs under their belt. As a matter of fact, when we won San Antonio, they also won a grand champion down here in the Valley as well. So shout out to those guys. Believe it or not, I mean, not only because he works with me and he's sometimes a nice guy, and him and Vince, Hector Cantu and Vinny, man, those guys are great cooks, man, great competitors. They keep us on our toes. They're honest and they bullshit a lot too. But those two guys for me, as far as those two teams for me are up there now. I think Oscar has a couple other guys as well.
Yeah, also I got Danny Lueta, man, with Incognito. He's another awesome guy, man, awesome cat, awesome individual that helped us out, tasting our food and giving us some tips. Hey, try cooking the meat like this on this part of the grade and so forth. So huge props out to Danny and Incognito. So thank you to all those teams, those gentlemen. Shout out to my wife Dina. Shout out to my son Oscar. Love you guys. Shout out to my mom and dad and my brother. Had to do that. And the final person, I have to thank my dad, because man, who didn't grow up with cook-offs or cooking out every weekend? So my dad planted the seed in me, cooking every weekend, cooking here, cooking there. So and he's also one of the best pit makers. So he made our pits. So he's awesome. Love you, Dad. So thank those individuals.
All right, that's a fine list. I didn't mean to do that. Hold on, let me get remove me. That's a fine list. Chillin' and Grillin', those guys do. I say their name all the time. It's a long time overdue. I need to get those two guys on this show as well. Hector and Vinny, phenomenal guys. They're great dudes, and it's cool to hear that they've helped you guys along the way, or you guys bounce stuff off each other. That's pretty awesome. Danny, a legend in Texas barbecue, as far as I'm concerned, and of course your family, man. That's awesome. That is a solid Mount Rushmore for Team Sons of SmOAK, which is awesome. And then last thing is the hashtag barbecue homie, man. This kind of puts a little it strains a little relationships, but these are this is like the team or the guy that you guys want to sit up next to, man. Who is that guy that you guys always want to be a part of? When they ask you, hey, you want to be set up next to anybody? This is probably the first name on that list.
Man, that's a tough one, man, because it doesn't really matter who we set up to. We're going to show up at 11 p.m., 12 at midnight, anyways, to the cook-off. So they're either partied out or sleep already, right? But man, shoot, I don't know. I'd probably say Hector and Vinny, man, because those guys party out, man, and so they get two spots, one on the Rushmore, and I guess we like to post up next to them, even though they don't like for us to post next to them because they don't like to share their restroom, but that's all right.
You hit them up, you go in that RV and hit that restroom.
A little deuce action.
A little deuce action. No, that's not. I once did that in Danny's trailer, and my barbecue homie Danny Regan from Hell Yeah Barbecue, and he still tells that story that I'm not allowed.
We're banned.
Well, awesome. Before we let you get out of here, we talked about your goals and whatnot. And is there anything that I didn't talk to you about that you guys want to mention, about your barbecue journey, or anything that I failed to bring up? Because it's been a pleasure getting to meet you, getting to know you a little bit. And I'm excited to see how you do this weekend. And I wish you guys were going to the Seguin World Championship, man.
You never know, man. You never know what happens. You might see us there.
Love to see it.
Yeah. But it really, we starting to see a lot of new cooks out there and stuff, and not a lot of them can take classes and stuff, and I just want to let them know that they can get to do some good stuff. Just stick with it, and as I mentioned earlier, just if you don't like something, change it. If you like it, keep it, and just stay consistent that way. Because if not, then you're going to start all over every single cook-off, or every single time. And we're very blessed to be where we're at again, and we appreciate all the friendships, everybody that has has supported us, has given us our criticism. Obviously, without criticism, we can't get better, right? And we look forward to hopefully many more amazing years cooking with everybody, poking fun and talking shit and doing all that. You know what I mean? And we're very happy that you called on us and allowed us to come on here, Rob, and allowed us to share some of the stuff we have. And hopefully we'll be on here a little bit more. Hopefully we'll win some more stuff and come out here and chill with you guys.
Absolutely. Been a long time coming, man. And I appreciate you guys agreeing to come on this show because, like I mentioned, 2-time world champions. It doesn't happen very often. We get 2-time world champion. Dylan De Leon, what's up, man? How are you? He said, what do you put on your ribs? And he says, please show Hector what you put on your ribs. I'm getting y'all messed up Friday night, says EJ. Dylan's dad says he's going to get y'all messed up. I don't know, man.
That's a bad idea.
that is a bad idea. But you mentioned something about changing something for the new cooks that are listening out there. How long before this is always a topic that we've kind of talked about. When something's proven, right, that something's worked for you, maybe 6 months ago, and then you're going through a stretch right now. I'm actually going through a stretch right now in chicken. I was doing really well in chicken. It feels like it's falling off right now. How long before you guys scratch it, like, all right, let's put this on the back table and let's try something different, because you can't just be a knee jerk after 2 or 3 contests. I don't know how many you guys feel, but that's a topic a lot of teams struggle with as far as when to kind of table something and then kind of change it up a little bit.
Man, I guess I have to say there's all these classes going on, so many classes, so many different flavors that are coming out, and sometimes they're better. Those other flavors that are coming out in these classes. I would say, man, give it, we've gone 2, 3 cook-offs, 4 cook-offs not hitting like on chicken or, any meat. And, man, if it's not working, do something to change it up. And I would say have as many people taste your food if you can. You got a neighbor next to you, just get some, criticism, accept criticism when it comes to your food, man. I'm hard about that at home. My wife will say that I'll cook something at the house, man, and she'll be like, man, this this is not good. I'm like, yeah, man, it irks me a little bit, but okay, I get it, but take criticism, take criticism when it comes to your food and make small adjustments, make small adjustments. That's just going to help you in the long run.
As well as a cook as Bill is, he's not lying right here. He changes every week. Bill will, I feel like this might do better this weekend and after GC and the week before, which is great. People are different, right? People are set in their ways. People have, their tried and true recipes and whatnot. But there's some other people that kind of do it on the fly, which I respect, man. That's something that they just kind of roll with the flow and see what it is. But it's different for each and every cook. But yeah, that is kind of like a tough call, right? To change it up a little bit. Like now Eddie Morales says, hell, I'd change it mid cook. You never know. But that's a solid cook as well. Aaron, this guy just won a GC and now KCBS. He's listening all ears, right? It's something that is a struggle for some teams right there. But good point. Small adjustments. I love that Ronnie's in the comments right now because I mentioned something about where you want to be next to, and he said, "Put me next to promoters." They don't like hearing that all the time. Promoters' favorite line. There it is, right there. Well, boys, thank you so much for coming on the show. I appreciate this very much. Like I mentioned, having 2-time world champions on here is something we don't get very often, but I appreciate what you guys have done. I respect what you guys have done. You guys are solid cooks, and I hope to see you. Like I mentioned, I hope to see you at Seguin. Good luck this weekend at Smoking on the Rio. But before we let you go, give a shout out to some people that you need to, or if anybody you want to give some shout outs to.
Oh yeah, no, of course, man. Shout out to our families first. My wife Dina, my son Oscar. And a shout out to Fabian with 7 Day Addiction for setting us up with apparel and always being there for us for whatever we need, allowing us to use his awesome facility, man. It's a really nice setup here for broadcasting and in his apparel shop. So thank you to Fabian, 7 Day Addiction.
Yeah, me too as well. To my wife Deanna, my boy Max. Man, they don't like it too much when I leave, but they're very happy when we come back, man. That's special, right? But thanks to them for allowing us to do what we do, burn some meat every now and again, and to all our friends and family that we get to partake at the cook-offs. Again, to Texas First Rentals, we're part of the Hope Caterpillar family in San Antonio. Shout out to everybody there for their support. Out of all the 42 stores, they've all sent their congratulations to us, and that just shows that they're, a great family. So, and all the local guys that have supported us, South Texas Paint, Triple R Fire, Mr. G's Propane. I mean, there's several others that we've been able to help out, and they've helped out us as well. And man, just everybody, dude. Special thanks to Hitman Barbecue, Mario Silguero, there in San Antonio, Hector, Vinny, EJ, Dylan, all those guys were part of that big crowd and family that gave us our big shout outs there when we won GC, man. So that was very heartfelt, and we appreciate everything. So.
Well, awesome, man. Much love to you guys. Y'all are deserving for all of it right now. It's awesome. It's awesome to see. I love hearing the story about, you guys haven't really taken any classes. You guys are kind of coming from the school of hard knock, which is tough to do, man, especially with the options that are out there to quickly improve, right? To see you guys do just stick to your guns and continue to you just work your craft, man, and it's paying off, man. It's amazing to see.
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you. And forgot to give a shout out to Roddy Trevino, man. Him and Sarah and everybody. They always show us some love everywhere we go, man. So we appreciate them as well.
All right. Well, thank you guys. That's Max and Oscar from Sons of SmOAK. And I expect big things this weekend, man. We'll see if Vegas has y'all on the leaderboard for sure. Coming up to this weekend.
It's gonna be tough, man. We hope to see everybody there.
Yeah, 190 something teams, man. Congratulations and go kick ass. Go do it again.
Let's do it.
All right. There they are. Sons of SmOAK, the 2024 San Antonio Stock Show and Rodeo Grand champions and the reigning Smoking on the Rio Grand champions. So 2-time world champions. It's been awesome to have those guys on the show. It's been a long time coming. I know chilling and grilling. You're next, bro. I need to get you guys up here as well because you guys have been killing it up there. I just said your name earlier tonight. So that's been a lot of fun. The last couple of things we have to do on the show tonight, we are 9:16. We're an hour and 15 minutes in. We're going to do the ever popular hashtag Rate My Box segment. I've got a lot of boxes that were sent in tonight. I appreciate the Gooder Gang for sending those in. If you can guys give me, I'm going to play that video from Chicken Bark one more time while I am getting everything set up with my man, producer Ty. An after show? I don't know. Maybe an after show. We'll see. We'll see. After show starts now. Then we're getting to the second half of the show. We're going to do some Rate My Boxes. Tony Tachi's already checking in with a 6. He hasn't even seen a box right there. I love it. That's why I love Tony. Tony, I need to get you back on as my co-host because we miss you, bro. We need a touch of Tony. I don't know. That sounds weird, but we need a little, Tony every so often, every so often. It's been a long time coming. I haven't had Tony on the show in a moment. Chicken Bark approved. Yes. All right. So let me play Chicken Bark one more time. And then I'm going to get these boxes uploaded so we can do the hashtag Rate My Box. All right. Let's go add to the stage. There it is. Let me put me down. Solo layout. And let's go replay.
All right. We are back with another edition of Truth Master, our Pitmaster interviews.
Truth.
Today we have
Robert Rocha with Bullhorn Barbecue and the Smoking Gooder Show.
All right, celebrity, y'all. This is celebrity. And who are you cooking with today?
I'm cooking with Team Texas Original Charcoal. Shout out to Joe Machado for having me out here.
All right, man. Hey, good luck.
Thank you.
What is your guilty pleasure?
Oh man, my guilty pleasure is just not being bothered, lounging around. That's it. That's my guilty pleasure. Just leave me alone.
All right.
Yes.
What is one of your cooking pet peeves?
If someone's going to say we're in it together, then be there. Don't half-ass it if you're going to help. That's my cooking pet peeve.
All right. Not head cooks. We're talking to you. Okay. Weirdest thing
I've had. I don't know what it's called anymore, but it was slimy and it was nasty, and I won't have it again if I hear the name. I can't. I don't even know what it's called. It was an exotic dish.
Sounds terrible.
It was.
Who is a messier person, you or your significant other?
Oh, definitely me.
All right. Who is your celebrity crush?
Oh, Kate Beckinsale.
Nice. Good answer. Okay. Rapid fire, y'all. Hot Wheels or Matchbox?
Hot Wheels.
Mountains or beach?
Mountains.
Dog or cat?
Fucking dogs all day long.
Noise or silence?
Silence.
Chevy or Ford?
Chevy.
Salty or sweet?
Sweet.
Samsung or iPhone?
Samsung, baby.
Pepsi or Coke?
Coke.
McDonald's or Wendy's?
McDonald's.
Jessica Rabbit or Babs Bunny?
Jessica Rabbit.
Thanks, Rob. Appreciate you playing.
All right. All righty then. Chicken Bark is where you can find that great content. Shout out to Roy Austin and my boy Mark Suarez. All right, dude, that's fucking brilliant. I like it. I think it's great. Next segment, touched by Dunk. Oh my God. Yeah, I don't know about that, Louis Gonzalez. Next segment, not even segment, touched by Tony. Yeah, I think there's probably some officers or something that might be tuning into that. We don't want to do any of that. All right, so we're going to do the hashtag Rate My Box segment. Shout out to the Gooder Gang for sending in a lot of boxes. We got a lot of boxes. We'll see how many we get to tonight, but we are entering the second part of the show. This is where we do the hashtag Rate My Box, which I feel like people love. And this is one of the better parts of the show. Maybe. You never know. All right, so we got some chicken boxes. I know I saw some pork boxes. And again, I have no idea whose boxes these are. If you guys want to claim them, do so in the comments. The first one up is a chicken box. Here we go. Again, for those that don't remember, we're going to put this picture up for about 10 seconds, and you guys are going to rate it on a scale of 10, which is an excellent, through 6, or 10 to 7. 10 through 7. 10 is excellent. 9 is very good. 8 is fair. And 7 is disrespectful, poor. All right, here we go. Ty, let's put the first one up. Here we go. I think it's a chicken box. There we go. That's what I like. All right, let's pull that guy down. That was a chicken box. Gooder Gang, do your thing. Here we go. Wrong show, Louis Gonzalez. A 2. All right, 8. 9 for Brandon. 9 for Jared. 8. Generally, an 8. And I would also probably fall in line with that. I don't know how you feel, guys, about that really shiny no titties glaze on there. I'm not so much it looked like it was not set right. The glaze was not set, in my opinion. If anybody wants to comment that made an 8, lacking season, says Brandon Perriman. 9. Again, we're here just to help, right? We're not trying to destroy anybody. We're here to help with comments. So, all right, Ty, let's bring the next one up, bro. I will hide this comment. All right, we got a pork box. Let's go ahead and pull that back down. Gooder Gang, do your thing. Alonzo Kind 2 is in the comments right now, and I got to tell you, this guy, he produces some of the most beautiful boxes that I have seen. I know him and his wife do a great job when they're in a contest. I've seen him. If you guys are not checking out his YouTube channel, check out Gulf Coast Smoke, where you can see some beautiful boxes out there. All right, Brandon Perriman gives that a 10. Most people are giving this an 8 as well. 8. I won't be that. I'll give that a 9, in my opinion. It would look very symmetrical. They had, let's put that back up there, Ty, real quick. Give it a quick look. That had, to me, it was very symmetrical. Pulled in the middle, and the monies look pretty solid. There's Rhett. That was his box at Humble. How did that score, Rhett? What did you finish at Humble with that box? And thanks for claiming it. All right, let's go with the next box, Ty. Here's another pork box right here. Looks like we got 10 money slices. Curtis gives that a 10. That is Mullet Shakers with a 10. 9, 8. What's up, Brian? How's Brian checking in right now? Miguel Acosta with a 9. Hector checking in still with a 9. Nico. Redondo with a 9. JJ, 9. I would give that also a 9. 22nd and Humble. All right, there's Rhett's from that previous box. Dan, where'd they get that muscles? Yeah, they trim them that way, brother. That's where you start it. You start them big, they finish big. 8 from Tom, Stupid Beer. A lot of people gave that a 9. Pretty much was the consensus. To me, it's just not symmetrical. Again, we're being overly critical here on this show, right? To me, that's a 9 as well. It doesn't quite get a 10, but I'm sure it tastes good. Anybody wants to claim it, claim it. All right, let's go with the next box. Producer Ty. We got us a rib box. Looks like 5 on the bottom, 4 on the top. Curious to hear what the Gooder Gang thinks of that. I'll claim it, you. Brandon Perriman, I'll claim it, you effing haters. We're not haters, man. We're supporters, bro. We're supporters here. 11th pork and hold him and hit him. That was Brandon's box, the first one. All right. Hey, there were 100 teams that hold him. That's good. Must have tasted great, Brandon. All right, so the rib box. 9 would have been 10 if 10 ribs. All right. 9, 9, 8, 9, 9, 8, too dark, 9. I bet it didn't look that dark in person, Tony, but Curtis mentioned it would have been a 10 if they were 5 and 5 boxes. The ribs look fine. I like to see a little spice on my ribs, man. I don't know. I think that's important, man. I don't know. Y'all heard me say this on the show before. And it's hard to tell. There probably is. It's just hard to see in this photo if you can actually see the spices. I think people obviously eat with their eyes first, and I like to see a little bit of spice. This is, we talk about on the show, bass boating, right? Robert Smith famously said that on the show, bass boating. And what he means by that is you want to see a little spice, man. You want to see a little sparkles. You want to see when that sun hits it shines a little bit. And that's what I'm saying as far as that. But all right, let's go with the next box, Ty. This is hard to tell. I am telling you right now, it's hard to see. A lot of shine on it, although symmetrically looks good. Parallel to the hinge, probably a San Antonio box right there. Gooder Gang, do your thing. Nine. Not my box, but my scores are always lower when I run a box like that. Usually score better when the ribs are parallel to the hinge. Okay. 8, 8, 9, 9, 9. I don't see a 10 on anything yet. I get it, guys. We are a little rougher than the judges because we go for perfection. What's up, Raul? How are you, bro? Uwe, my favorite German cook. What is up, Uwe? How are you? Eddie Madrano with a 9. So a lot of people giving nines, a couple of 8s, a 9. From Smoking and Toasting, Cesar. We all clearly suck at this. Brandon. All right. I guess that might have been Brandon's box again. I'm gonna pick a box, Ty. Let me pick a box real quick and see what we got here. We will go with a chicken box. Now, I do like the spice look on this thing. I'm going to pull in 2, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Gooder Gang, do your thing on the... Oh, 10. 10 from Brian. What's up, Brian? Uwe with a 10. 9. 10. 9 from Hector. 10, 10, 10. Yeah, I give that a box of 10. Even though it had a wingtip on it, you guys know I am pro no wingtip, team no wingtip. But it was beautiful. I thought so. Might have been a smaller bird, though. I mean, a lot of space in that box. I don't know what you guys think about that. It looks like a tiny bird, but it looks appealing. I would definitely like to Take my plastic fork and knife and see what it tastes like. That's a 9, no wingtip. It has a wingtip. That has got a wingtip on it. All right, let's go. Ty, I'll let you pick the next whatever it is. Let's go. I think we got about 5 or 6 more boxes. Oh, that was the dude barbecue. He's claiming that. That was a last-minute decision to leave the wingtip on. I thought it was a good-looking box, Aaron. That was a good box. All right, we got another chicken box right here. Oh, put that back up. I don't think we had enough time on that one. All right, you can pull that one down. Curious to hear what the Gooder Gang thinks of that. Eddie with a 7. Eddie, you got to explain yourself. 7s are personal, bro. 7s are personal. 10, 9, 10, 9, 8, 8, 10, 7, 9. All right, not my box. I like that look. To me, I love a cooked on sauce. It's not overly shiny. I can definitely see there's spices on there. Other than the wingtip, I am wanting to get into that. To me, that's a 10. That's a 10 all day long. 10, 7. Brian gives it a 7. Brian, why a 7? Eddie, why a 7? CB, what's up, CB? How are you doing, bro? 8, 8. This one is kind of polarizing. I don't know. I saw some 10s. I saw a 7. I see a lot of 8s and 9s. Looks grainy. Okay, I can see that. There's a little seasoning on it. All right, cool. All right, Ty, let's go on with the next one. And how many more we got, Ty?
2 more.
All right, 2 more. All right, so this is completely opposite from the other one that we saw. Looks slimy. Are you talking about the other one? 10, 9, 10, 9, 9. What's up, Andy? How are you, bro? Brian checking in with a 9. Miguel is a tough cook. He's a tough cookie right there with an 8. 9, 9, 8. For all the reasons that I like the other one, I'm going to give this one a 9. It's very plump. Very plump. I don't know why. I don't know. That thigh is looking pretty. Looks bigger than the breast. It's definitely didn't skip leg day. I'll say that. There we go. All right, so let's go with a couple more. Here we go. Finally get a brisket box. All right. A couple things I don't like from the get, that front space there. I think they could have spaced that out a little better, but I'll let the Gooder Gang decide. Oh, that was Chris's, or maybe that wasn't Chris's, but yeah, that 7 from Eddie. 8, 8. 8. Not a lot of love on this brisket box, although I do like the bark. It looks great. I'm sure it tastes perfect. Could use a trim, yeah. All right. Fill the box. Yeah, I don't like that empty space in the front there. All right, so I think we got one more, Gooder Gang, and then we'll wrap this show up here. Another brisket box. I like it. Now I do see the flat and the point on the bottom over there. Me personally, I am a fan of that. But Gooder Gang, I'll pose this question to you guys. Are you cutting the bottom of that before you turn it in? Not everybody will. Are you going to trim the bottom of that? You going to trim that point off the bottom of that before you turn it in? That's also another question that always is a question for me on that table. All right, 8, 8, 8, 9, 8, 9. No 10s on this brisket box. Eddie Morales, explain yourself on that 8. Please, sir. Tom Fuentes, explain yourself on that 8, please, sir. I think I know why, but I want to hear it from you guys. Where's the bark? Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Looked a little wet, at the top. 7th brisket at Warpig. Brandon, we got a lot of Brandons in there, right there. Hey, I mean, it looks great. I'm just, I saw somebody mention about the bark. I kind of in agreement on that. But I do love that the fact that you left the point on the bottom of that flat. To me, I don't know if it would hurt you either way, but to me, I personally like that. But I know some judges won't. They don't like to see that fatty. But that's, to me, that's a good brisket. All right, let's pull that down. Ty, let's bring Ty in real quick before we. Oh, we got one more. I'm sorry. Do we have one more or no?
No, that was just one.
All right, that's just one. I'd rather have all meat, no point. Although that kicked our ass this past weekend. Yeah, that's always a struggle, guys. As far as do you want to trim that point meat off of there? Ty, what do you think about that? You're not a competition cook, but you have judged before. When you see that flat and you got that little fatty piece on the bottom of that, are you a fan of that, or are you kind of
not? I don't think I would be a fan of it when it's getting turned in. Like, I know that makes it taste good. I mean, I know that piece is probably going to taste real good when you mix it all in. But yeah, for judging, no, I would trim it back at least a little bit.
We've said it on the show before. I think it hurts you more than it helps you. Some judge might love it, but you got to have 5 judges that really love it, right? Because that 1 or 2, 1's not going to kill you. 2 will absolutely kill you if they don't like that fatty point on there. So, not a fan of the red slices. All right, what's up, Eddie? Yeah. So, look at that photo right there, Eddie. Pitmaster profile pics by Mark Suarez right there from Eddie Morales and his deal. But man, what a great show tonight, Ty. I appreciate you doing your thing as producer, Ty, on the back end. What did you think of that Sons of Smoke team that was on the show earlier?
Well, I was going to ask him a question, but you kind of ask it. Is the hardest lesson everyone seems to be given? Like there's a certain learning curve that happens, and then everybody kind of falls into whatever their flavor profile is going to be. But some of the things that I like to hear throughout this whole, I guess about 4 years that I've been around the competition, is more and more you're seeing not just from Houston, not just from San Antonio, not just from out in Midland, or not just the Valley. All these people are traveling to each other's territories now. And it's all these people have personalities. All these people have awesome flavor profiles. And the marketability of this, like with Chicken Fried with Chicken Fried and your podcast, I wrote this down as we were doing this interview. Nobody ever really talks about you, but let me give you some kudos for a second. So not only are you a Texas barbecue pitmaster, you're the proprietor and you and your wife create all the stuff that you do with Bullhorn, and you do the So Smoking Gooder show, and you're on the CBA. And when you mentor the kids, one of my neighbors still talks to this day about how you mentored the kids. So kudos to you for all you're doing. I know you're giving behind the scenes help with Bill Purvis on how he's going to do his podcast. We know he's going to be successful because of the personality he has and the people he has on the show. I mean, I watched the one where him and Phil were going back and forth. I don't get to hear them talk like that because I stay away from them during competition cooks. So I just hear them on the shows, but it's great. I love it. Every week we learn something new about something, and it's just fun, man.
I appreciate that. I had no idea you were going to say that. And, hey, thank you very much. That means a lot for me coming from you, Ty, because you are a student of this now. you follow a lot of teams right there. You are more in the know than you actually realize. And
you realize, it becomes like stuff that you think about. First, it becomes like, oh, I'm going to do this awards real good. And then I'm going to get to know some cooks. And then all of a sudden now I start following people with social media, with my business, with my podcast. I do all this because it's just part of me now. It's just fun.
Yeah, no, I'm a full supporter of Bill Purvis and what he's doing over at Chicken Fried with Chicken Fried. I was on his first pilot episode.
I saw it. It's cool.
To me, it is just more the merrier, right? And just gives more people options to learn about barbecue, man. And that's always, I've said this on the show, I just want to help grow the sport. And if this show is a little bit of that, then I'm happy, right? And I'm happy, and I'm continuously happy. I love doing this. Otherwise I wouldn't be doing this. We're 7 years in doing this show, and I appreciate you coming on now within the last year now. So I feel like we're just still steadily just rising, man. And it's always great. So anyway, thank you very much. I didn't expect you to say that, but thank you very much. All right. So thank you, producer Ty. Stick around before you can stick in before we get out of here, man. Spread that barbecue goodness. What's up, Jorge? Choche at an Eagle Pass. They kept saying it wasn't Eagle Pass that they kept saying. They were saying what's the other one that starts with an E? Anyway, he's from Eagle Pass, doing a great show, doing a great job over there. He's a phenomenal cook, and he won the RGC out there. So shout out to Jorge. Doing out there, El Paso. That's what they kept saying. They kept saying El Paso.
I couldn't think of it either. I lived in Las Cruces. I should have thought of that.
But he's out there. There's Roy Austin right there from Dispatch Tree. Eddie Morales, thank you very much. Big supporter of the show. We got to get Eddie back on. But thank you guys very much. I appreciate the Gooder Gang. Like I said all the time, you guys are the best part of this show. This is why we do the show. For both Ty and I talk about this all the time. This is why we I'm going to go. What do you say? I'm gonna go cry myself to sleep.
Right. Hey, he said some of those boxes finished real good, and we're dragging them across the coals. It's just like you said. We're very harsh critics just to make ourselves perfect. Iron sharpens iron.
We are harsh critics, man, but we all mean it with love, man. We're trying to improve everybody's boxes. And like my wife said, she's an event rep. She has seen improvement on boxes since we started doing the Rate My Box segment over a year ago now. So anyway, so next week on the show, we're going to be previewing. I'm going to reach out to the CBA World Champion, the next CBA World Champion. I don't know who that is. Maybe it's one of you guys watching in the Gooder Gang right now. Maybe it's your host right now. You never know. We'll see what happens next weekend. If Tony Tanache is right in predicting, Ty, you'll have to interview me. I don't know if that's going to work out, but hopefully that works out.
Oh, I can do it. I've got some experience at this.
Hey, we got to do.
We'll put you on the DJ Royalty hot seat.
There you go, DJ Royalty hot seat. We're also going to have Robert Smith. Famously, if you're going to put it in the box, put it in the box. We haven't had Robert Smith back on in a minute, and he told me he's going to be drinking margaritas before the show again. So maybe we'll get some more quality quotes from Robert Smith. Guys, I appreciate you guys checking in all the time. This is why we do the show. I appreciate you very much watching this. The Gooder Gang is the best part of the show. And we'll have Robert Smith next week, and we'll have the CBA World Champion next week on this show. Wednesday night, 8 o'clock. You know where to be, right here watching this. All right. Ty, appreciate you doing that, man. Let's get Case to close us out, my man.
All right, gotcha.
Good night to all of you wonderful people in Barbecue Nation. You too, California.